Welcome back to our final segment of Day 7 of What's Hot in Tucson 2021, the live broadcast. For this segment, we are going to go back all the way across the pond, and we're going to head over to East Coker, where we're going to be joined by Deanna Bruce and Phil Taylor from Crystal Classics UK, and we're going to be looking at some gem minerals today. So very excited for this. Phil, Deanna, take it away.
Hello and good evening. Hello everyone. So hope you had a successful day and a great day. So I heard some of the talks were really interesting. So I usually have to watch them afterwards because it's bedtime for baby. But let's head to our case. So what do we have tonight? Tonight we have gem minerals. So it will be very glitzy and sparkly and really great gem minerals. So everybody is probably sort of familiar with deemed gem minerals and semi-precious stones. Basically everything that is deemed worthy to be cut and made into jewelry and cut stones is a gem mineral. So now that is a broad range, and I think in the recent years it has also quite become lenient as to what it is. It's not so strict anymore.
That is true.
It is really sort of whatever you really can cut can become a cut stone and a gem stone. So we see unusual stones, for example, just as a point out. So benitoite is usually far too soft to be considered a gemstone and a jewelry stone, but it has been very, very popular. And so you see benitoite jewelry and gemstones out there. So now this is a lovely specimen from the from California, USA, the Dallas Gem Mine here, and benitoite crystals. And there's no neptunite crystals on this combination, and they are usually etched out. So you would have them fully embedded and not so exposed. So usually there's a lot of work involved to get the specimens prepped and exposed. Now, continuing on to gemstones, really, it is, a lot of people are familiar, tourmalines. So you name it, every color under the sun, and you have a tourmaline. Here we have a really nice, richly dark, reddish tourmaline from Russia. Unusual location, but very well known amongst collectors. And I know tourmalines and tourmaline locations, it must be the elbaite tourmalines from Himalaya mine. They must be so iconic. Well, what do you think?
Yeah, in tonight's display, they're just gorgeous things.
Tourmaline, a double crystal, also nicely twinned together in a different way. Location, but quite different, sort of with a green striation in the middle. You see this one also from Himalaya mine, and that is quite that's quite common that you have them. And here little lepidolite crystals on the side, so that is quite a common combination, which adds to the attractiveness. And we straight away, I need to pick up another one because you have the reverse, the green on the bottom, the nice pink on top, and the nice lepidolites on the side. Beautiful, beautiful tourmaline specimens without a doubt, really.
Yeah. And it's lovely to see the crystallized lepidolite like that. Again, people not familiar with lepidolite, that's a mica in the mica group.
And probably not as common, but equally enticing, is we stay in the US, is this little fella. We have a tourmaline from Stewart Mine, also in Pala District, San Diego County in California. So this is a little bit also more of a lavender pinkish, I would almost say. So different color mine, but also equally nice and also uncommon. And I hope we can get the light through this to see that it's blue and that the top layer is really like a nice blue zoning, almost like purplish. And we have a tourmaline queen mine from California. So lovely specimens those, and they need to be shown together because it just shows the variety, and certainly the Tourmaline Queen and Tourmaline King mine, they are more unusual localities, and you don't see often specimens that are still around. And that brings me also straight away to another color, which really likes, wow.
Hey, now you've taken the one I was going to describe there.
You go for it, Phil.
That's one of my favorites now. And this is, again, I think a lot of people will recognize this from the shape of the termination. And this is from Dunton Mine in Maine. And I've got a real soft spot for Maine because I've been over to the Poland mining camps there a few times, collecting gems, and I just love these Maine specimens. And just look at the termination on that. It is, I know you get these like from a few other localities, but that just shouts Dunton in Uri to me, and it's just a gorgeous thing. That, and what a large crystal. You know,
yes.
Certainly for a private collector to have. So.
And it is complete. There's no
yes.
damage. It's fully complete.
Yeah.
I mean, this is really a very sought after location.
It is.
And the color saturation is just very impressive on this specimen.
It's just gorgeous.
Now we have obviously a lot of different gem minerals here, and we really also want to point out a couple of topaz specimens, because topaz is also one of those minerals that found in various locations worldwide, but really those this little fella here from Pakistan, you can see why they would want to do gemstones out of it. Obviously, that is pains every mineral collector when women say, "Oh, that makes a nice capstone," but we can't help it. I mean, sometimes you just really would like to wear some of the jewelry, wouldn't you?
I mean, the color of that from here where I'm stood, it's subtle, but it's just beautiful. It really is. And the luster on it is sensational.
And coming to sort of colors and color variations, I mean, you always have also really fantastic combinations, I think, when you look at gem minerals. And when we look, for example, at this beryl variety aquamarine, because of the bluish color, so that it needs to be pointed out that we have variations within the beryl family depending on their colors.
Yeah.
So for those of the viewers that might not are as familiar with the gemstone families, so a blue beryl would normally be called an aquamarine. Mm-hmm. So like, and then here you have a lovely little fluorite that's snuck into this specimen bedded on a bed of a muscovite, the platy crystals.
Just talking about that, I know you'll see it. Well, we've got a few really sort of bluer aquamarines, which is perhaps people are more think of aquamarine as being that sky or was out there on the morning.
Well, now you're getting very gemological with the sky blue, huh? That is a very sought after color, I believe.
It's lovely. And of course, other famous varieties of beryl. We've got pink morganite. We've got the, and there are others. There's heliodor, although I don't think we've got one in this cabinet tonight.
So there's the pink variety, as in morganite. So we are still in the beryl group.
Yeah, what a crystal that is.
Yes.
Yeah. Again, just although we don't have it here, of course, when I was in Maine, I actually saw the Rose of Maine, which is a big gem morganite from the Bennet quarry there, which is fabulous. But that specimen is wonderful you've just been holding there.
They are, and it's quite an impressive size of specimen. Now, if people think of I just need to show another aquamarine. They can also come. That is very morganite, like a morganite shape, though. Yeah, yes, yeah. But it's still obviously due to the color.
Yeah.
An aquamarine.
And isn't that lovely? With I've not really seen this specimen, and with the mica there, it's just that is gorgeous.
It's because it was on the top shelf.
You see, I need that stool.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah. Someone's nicked it, so yeah. But no, that's lovely. It is. And I don't know, while we're on this bottom shelf, you just want to point out the emeralds, Deanna, while we're on beryls. So
we in Afghanistan, emerald or beryl. Again, we are in the beryl group. Now it's green colorations, so we are talking about emeralds. Now that everybody will be familiar with emerald as in cut stones and jewelry as well. And here you have a beryl and emerald from Russia.
Yeah.
So slightly paler, almost frosted.
Yeah. And again, these Russian ones, they're so classic with the mica associated with them. Beautiful. That's gorgeous as well. Because I think quite often those Russian ones, they tend to be a darker green, and that's a lovely colour.
Yes, it is.
So, yeah. Oh, hey, should we just digress a little, if I may be so bold, because I think Diana's too modest to say, but in the moving on to tourmalines now, and instead of looking at the cabinet, if you just pan around you to a necklace, you'll see a rather incredible Pariba tourmaline here, which I think I'm very, I don't want to wear it myself, but I'd like to have it in my collection now. So
yeah, I'm not sure.
It looks wrong idea, Brian. Now, so yeah,
That'd look good on you, Phil. Looks better on her.
Not sure. It would really work on a hairy chest.
But what a thing of beauty that is, and the necklace is quite nice too. Oh, cheeky one. Cheeky. Steady. Yeah.
Calm down, Phil. Let's move over to one of my favorite gemstones. I really like those Imperial Topaz specimens from Brazil. So obviously that was quite a smooth move from Paraíba, Brazil to Topaz to Brazil. Yeah. And what I find is always really fascinating with these Imperial Topaz specimens, when you actually have UV light, they come up and show up in an almost cherry red, so or light pinkish, and that is really fascinating, looking at in such striking color of a crystal and then imagining it to be under UV, really sort of a cherry red pinkish. I always find this fascinating with specimens.
Yeah. And I mean, this is interesting. Oh, sorry, Lauren. I was only going to say the other night when we were in the German collection, we saw those lovely more lemon and yellow tone, this sort of almost like golden orange color. So again, showing a big real, Lauren, you were about to say.
Oh, can we look down the C-axis, down the termination, where you get that really kind of more red color? Yeah. They're wild. I love these so much.
I think they're really, really impressive specimens. And you see some coming up or from old collections. And I'm really always impressed with them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's beautiful. And again, what a size crystal that is. It's just amazing.
Probably
must be. Yeah.
Well, I think we should also look at some combinations when it is sort of two species in combination. And this one, I have this lovely quartz, which is perfectly terminated. Unfortunately, we haven't got an exact locality, but it's a Brazilian tourmaline. Sort of this nice sort of green. It is really a bundle of crystals because they're all sort of mini terminations on those, almost like sprays. It's like fanning out towards the top, sort of like layer upon layer of intergrown and crystals that are grown together.
And what a beautiful color that is. I hope you're picking that up on the camera well, because it's, first of all, it almost looks like a deep bottle green, and then it's sort of leaf green with this
the terminations here are quite gemmy, actually.
Yeah, they are. I can see the light catching those. Yeah. And again, the quartz crystal alone is beautiful too. That's pretty gemmy in itself. It's really like rock crystals. So, yeah.
No.
I was going to, hey, we're jumping about species again here, but I was just going to point out that more. Morganite, of this most delicate pink color. I mean, wow. That is, you know, I guess that's naturally etched through some fluid flow solution. It looks like a little pair of back feet to me there. There's the little hooves at the back, but again, it's just a very delicate, beautiful color, really. And again, the luster on it is just mesmerizing. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
I imagine that's from Brazil, is it? I can't. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. So now we have talked about topaz in various shades, but now we have, look at this one, a lovely Brazilian Virgin da Lapa topaz in this blue. It is literally like a glacier blue.
And that's a good description. Yeah.
I've been practicing for
Yeah, I'm impressed with that. That's a nice term. Yeah. No, it is. It's like that sort of ice blue you see in the Antarctic on a glacier. It really is.
Now, don't you licking it.
Yeah, lovely.
So what other goodies do we have that we should definitely show? Oh, I definitely think we should show this one from Stuart Mine, a little Morganite with Tourmaline and Lepidolite. So the tourmalines, oh, there's tourmaline. It's hidden on the back. So there you have the tourmaline and the nice little barrel, pinkish barrel, and interesting locations. So Stuart Mine, again, Pala, San Diego County in California.
And the way that crystals, you know, the whole crystal is complex and beautiful and looks perfect to me from here. Yeah, good. And again, on this typical, of course, most of these gem minerals we're looking at tonight are pegmatite minerals, formed in that like late stage melt of a granite intrusion. And you see all these other, it's like a mixture of all the late stage minerals that have crystallized out at that time. And that's a lovely example of a pegmatite cluster.
I think you should also look that are hiding here. And one, for example, is this spinel. So a matrix spinel. And I hope we can this color. Literally, this crystal is so on fire. This red is just, this crimson red is mesmerizing. So a nice spinel, Burma or Myanmar spinel is just really, really something. Yeah. And it's lovely to do always those rough and cut displays. So you can imagine it's really nicely showing in a display.
Yeah. And again, such a beautiful, sharply defined crystal there. Really lovely. How about moving to a Kunzite? I can see two, which are rather good.
I thought this one was impressive. It is really sort of such a crazy pink when you look in the bottom end of the crystal. So I thought this one was really a good example for the color.
Yeah, and you can see how it grades. It's almost going clearer at the top here. I can see almost a colorless part. And Kunzite is famously trichroic. So if you look along the three different crystallographic axes, you'll see a different color through it. So hopefully we can perhaps demonstrate that in this light, although it's perhaps better in daylight, to be honest, but you can just see how that's changing. Yeah. And again, for people not that familiar with Kunzite, like Deanna mentioned about the different varieties of beryl, that this is a variety of the mineral spodumene, and when it occurs in this color, it's called Kunzite, named after George Kunz, who was the Tiffany's head gemologist. And then you get the green form of it, which is called Hiddenite. And of course, you get colorless material, which isn't the really gem material then.
So this one that I'm showing right now is from the Ocean View Mine, US, California, and the previous one that we've seen was in Afghanistan, Kunzite. So again, we have also different localities where those specimens are found and sort of famed for.
Yeah, and those are, again, I'm not over-egging it, they're just two beautiful standout colours of Kunzite. They're gorgeous.
So I need to show this one because I think
I love this
it's
one.
just too cute not to get some airtime. It's just such a nice specimen, and it's something you do not see every day, and you would have a job to find a lot of others at a mineral show. So a tourmaline on quartz, and this one is from Myanmar. Now I will not try to describe and try to pronounce the exact locality because I probably will have a knot in my tongue. But for those that are interested,
very wise. But now you picked one that I loved. This specimen, I don't know what you did, a small miniature, would you call it?
I would say a miniature.
To me, it just has everything. It's a gorgeous little specimen. That. Yeah, lovely. What about one or two garnets? I can see, well, I don't think we've mentioned garnet, and I can see one here, the spessartine.
You go for it.
From Pakistan. It's, again, just a nice combination with the quartz and feldspar. But lovely spessartine crystal with a few little diddy ones next to it.
So diddy means those little
small
fellers?
Yeah. Thank you. And one giant one here, which we can just see some of that lovely colour coming through at some of the there. That's from Pakistan.
Now, garnet is also one of those minerals that has been well known for ages and really has been used also as a precious stone, really.
Yeah.
So that is really one thing that we need to point out. I mean, all specimens that are really, we try to see there are garnet locations also in Europe that are not as vivid in color or as gemmy, but you have that as a quite I don't want to say common, but a well dispersed mineral.
Exactly. It's one of those metamorphic minerals, and we even get it in Cornwall in quite nice crystals, but they're not gemmy.
And then I'm sure you've seen a lot of this already when Ian was on the show, but I just want to show this specimen because I thought it was rather nice with the feldspar on the back. The Elbite, this is one that was described by Lauren was part when we received that find and when we received that parcel in Tucson last year.
Right.
And she described the color as hot pink, if I remember right. And
hey, that was a cheeky one, Lauren, now. I think this one, I'd call it almost a cranberry color, a cranberry red. It's, but it's lovely.
Yeah, but that's the Salinas, so from Brazil, but lovely specimens that we, because it took quite a while to get them all prepped and show ready and cabinet at Lauren's face, and wow, hot pink.
Yeah. And I think if I'm going to preempt, although we're looking at this cabinet tonight, I've got a feeling I think we've got some of these coming up in next week's update too, possibly on Tuesday. So I think we might. So yeah. And may I just jump about? We'll go to a double combination here. We've got a beryl with a spessartine garnet. They're only little spessartines, but it's just that's quite an unusual combination, I think, of the aquamarine with those. It's rather pretty, and what a big specimen. It's quite amazing, really. And again, of course it's feldspar that it's growing on. I'm not sure which, but I think it's albite. So hey, I'm just wondering about just glancing my eye. I'm not sure how we're doing for time. But just perhaps
about 5 minutes, Phil.
Hey, can I just fit in one or two lovely, and not more tourmalines, but I just love tourmalines, and just this one here. Whoops, says me dropping the label.
As long as it's not
yeah, that's from the Himalaya mine in California, and again, what a thing of beauty that is. The colouring in that is just magnificent. I just love the way, obviously it starts with the pink, but then it goes into this sort of lemon yellow, deep lemon yellow, into these shades of lime green with this perfect termination, and just set off on the quartz as well. Just absolutely gorgeous.
I really think we should also point to this specimen over there.
From Afghanistan, a nice pink and green tourmaline. Again, Elbaite, who of course gets its name from the Isle of Elba off Italy, where it was first discovered.
We wish we could show you a specimen, but I think they're all in private collections.
Yes, yeah. I know we've had them and we've had some beauties, but they've been sold. So, yeah, that's gorgeous. It is beautiful colours, like not quite pastel colours, but the most subtle, and the pink and green really complement each other. And again, just, I know it's only a minor thing, but it's just a lovely, just on the back of it, some gorgeous lepidolite just colouring that matrix.
And as we are with sort of bicolored tourmalines, I think this on albite from Stagnala, Pakistan is really one that is, because I never know how to display it, because I can't decide which way, since the termination, it's doubly terminated. It is really a tricky one, and I guess it is in the eye of the beholder how you fancy having this displayed in your case, but
True.
It is almost one that you would need to be a little bit flexible and adapting. And one day you have it this way. And
hey, what a lovely dilemma to face if I could handle that every day if it was in my
we call that,
which way.
we call that a Hollywood problem.
Ah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's good.
I like that.
Yeah, yeah. Again, the luster on it is, I'm stood at an angle here looking at it, and the luster is sensational. It's just beautiful, beautiful luster.
Yeah.
Hey, so I don't know if we're cutting down in time now. Have you any questions from over there?
No, I mean, these are all just such wonderful crystals, and I love that. I keep coming back to that Imperial Topaz. That color is so lovely.
Yeah.
Such a great
It's so different when you look at all the tourmalines and gemstones. In Imperial Topaz, it's just something else when you look at it. And in a case, I also automatically am drawn that.
Hey, I'll tell you what, if we've just got quick time, we've never touched on ruby, and there's just a lovely little ruby by Deanna here, which, again, the colour of it's exquisite. Look at that.
My birthstone, you're welcome to wrap that up and send it over.
Okay.
I think I'll have to change my birth date so I can bags it as well.
Good luck with that. If I could change the year, I might work on that, but the date, I'm not certain about.
But it is. I mean, I know it's a ruby colour, that stated the obvious, but I don't know. It's just such a rich colour. It's gorgeous, gorgeous, and again, incredible luster on it.
And a high index of refraction, which tends to draw the eye very nicely too.
Yeah. Yes. Quite.
We have just under 1 minute left, so if you guys want to focus on anything else, now would be the time.
Well, that's...
Let's see Phil's hairy chest. No.
No, don't even go there.
So where's your Deanna Maria? Where's your Deanna Maria fluorite?
Well, I thought we covered that tomorrow, just because we have tomorrow the Northern English fluorite, so I thought it would fit actually better tomorrow, just to tie it over, and it would feel like a good connection.
Mm-hmm.
Since we had the same mineral in it. sort of some more unusual minerals are getting cut into gemstones. So I kept that for tomorrow.
And it's nice when you see the juxtaposition of the faceted stones with the actual crystals from that mine. And I always say if you have the cut stone with the crystal, so we will be able to see that.
Well, tomorrow is for sure to be an excellent program. We're looking forward to it. We're coming to the end of today's broadcast. So if any of you viewers out there, you've missed any of the past 6 days, those videos are still online. BlueCap Productions YouTube page. Go to youtube.com and search out BlueCap Productions. One word with a underscore between cap and productions. And you should be able to see all those other videos that we've posted over the past 2 weeks now, or 1 week, I guess. So big thanks goes out to Deanna and Phil for taking the time to share with us some of your incredible pieces today. And whoops, sorry, we cut a little bit too quickly there. And I want to thank all you viewers for hanging out with us. Tune on back in tomorrow. We're going to be airing day 8 of What's Hot in Tucson 2021, the live broadcast. That's going to start at the usual 10 a.m. Tucson time and continue to about 12:30. It will be the last program for this year's What's Hot in Tucson. So we hope that you can join us all. Deanna, Phil, thank you. Lauren, Peter, thank you. And thanks to all of our guests that have been on the program. And especially thanks to you viewers. Hope to see you tomorrow. Mahalo. Take care.